Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, the 10th day of August. Here we go. We can continue on yesterday's law. We had been discussing how selecting borer is not allowed on Shabbos. It's an actual work that's not allowed to be done. It's usually taking the bad out of the good, and we discussed that yesterday. Now, when you're setting the cutlery on your table, and we did discuss that yesterday, we got one more parameter to discuss with you. Let's say it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and you are the person who's in charge of setting the table for the Shabbos guests, okay? You want to set the table at 9 o'clock in the morning before you go to shul, and then when you all come home from shul, this table's all set. This could be a small problem. The problem would be if you have a big jumble of cutlery in your hand, and you want to set it all out. Now you're picking things out of the jumble. This is where you get into selection. That's not supposed to be done on Shabbos. If you start taking out of the jumble and say, I need a spoon, and you fish a spoon out of your hand and put it in its place on the table, and you do that hours before the meal, that's not allowed. That is not allowed to be done. If you really have a jumble of silverware and you want to set them on the table out of the jumble that's in your hand, you can only do that if it's close to mealtime. That's defined as approximately like, as much time as it takes you to set the table. In other words, you're going to eat at 12, so from 11:30 to 12, as you're setting for the Shabbos table, you can set out your jumble of cutlery if it's in a jumble. Remember that if it's all scattered and separate, then you can do whatever you want because you're not doing any selecting whatsoever. Now, secondly, let's say you want to do it this way. You have your cutlery in the organizer, stack of spoons in the spoon holder, stack of forks in the fork holder, etc. And you want to just hold that organizer in your hand and take spoon, 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 and put them all in their places. That's fine. And that one you can even do a long time before the meal because no selecting is happening there. You're just reaching into the spoon thing that has spoons and you're putting them out on the table. Same thing when you get to forks. You reach into the fork thing and put them out on the table. That's also allowed. The only problem would be is if you would reach into the organizer, I guess you wouldn't do this, get them all jumbled up in your hand and then start sorting them out again. That's what you shouldn't be doing. And that's just like we said before, if they're coming out of a jumble, that you can only do if it's close to mealtime. Okay, so in summary, it works like this. If you're ever undoing a jumble, that's selecting, you can only do that if it's very close to mealtime and you're just setting to eat. Then you can do that. But if you have them kind of all separated, unscattered, or just spoons in a spoon container, and you want to put out spoons, that is not selecting at all, and you can do that a long time before the meal. Thanks for logging on. Log on again after Shabbos for more. Bye-bye.